All right, Jupiter Wagons, the company is in focus. Vivek Lohia, MD of Jupiter Wagons, is now joining us. The stock is in the green. They have come out with the numbers, and the numbers actually are pretty strong. If you look at top line growth has been over 50%. Profit have come in over 100 crore, more than doubled. So clearly, and margins have expanded a bit. So, Mr. Lohia, thanks very much for your time. Good performance this quarter. Where would you like to see it go from here on? You're also closing the year. So, would you like to expand your margins further the way they have right now? Where would you like to see them stabilize? If you could start with that.
Yeah, good afternoon. So, going forward, our focus is both on revenue growth as well as definitely making the margins much more stronger. And this we are going to do through a lot of backward integration initiatives which we have taken, capacity enhancements, and the new products which we are introducing. So on the railway side, we are now got into the brake system business, where we are not only manufacturing the brake systems for the passenger coaches, but as well as the freight also, where we are focused on, and these are through collaborations with global players. Besides, recently we have acquired this company called Bonatrans India Private Limited, which manufactures wheel sets for Indian Railways. So that further enhances backward integration portfolio, and in the next 2 years we want to put in a lot of capex in that business of over 1,000 crores and make it a very export focused business where our main market will be not only the Indian market for the brake for both the brake systems as well as the wheel sets, but also the European market.
Picking up that there's a very large tender of wheels which may be announced by the government going forward, talking of maybe 1 lakh wheels. Have you heard of any such large tender coming in from the railways? Are you preparing for it? Because you're talking about wheels, so I thought you must be aware that where is the big demand coming from?
We are already participating. So railway keeps on coming up with the tender for wheels. So right now there's a large tender which has come out for axles, which we are already participating in. We already are executing an order for axles. Similarly, as in when, because as you are aware that today India is still a net importer of wheel sets. So our idea is to make through our capacity, make it self-sufficient. Then for our own internal requirement is substantial for our own freight cars. And now Tata Wagonka, who is a major partner in Jupiter and part of the promoter group, they are one of the biggest producers of freight cars in Europe. Their internal demand is for more than 1 lakh wheels and axles they require every year. So the idea is that this capacity will not only cater for their requirements as well as meet the local Indian Railway requirements.
You're also incurring 1,000 crore capex in the next 2-3 years. Your current run rate is almost 4,000 to 5,000 crore on your revenue front. With this new capex, how does your top line and bottom line change in the next 2-3 years? Are we doubling our top line? And if yes, that how much can profitability improve by when the top line doubles?
No, it's a good question. See, so in terms of forward numbers, I cannot give you different numbers, but our idea is that in the next 3 years, the brake business, which is currently last year we have got approvals and now we have a strong order book, and from FY25 is when we are going to start supplying to Indian Railways. That itself in the next 3 years, including exports, is going to become about 1,000 crore business for us. From the wheel business which we have acquired recently, this year we are going to do revenues of at least 400 crores there. And in the next 3 years, with the backward integration and the investments of the 1,000 crore plus which we are talking about, this business has the potential to be a 3,000 crore plus business for us. So these are the new businesses. On the rolling stock business which we are currently doing, we are currently producing about 800 wagons a month, and our idea is that to expand that capacity in this year and take it up to beyond 1,000 wagons. So definitely in the next 3 years, you are looking a sizable improvement in the revenue profile of the company. And because now we are entering new products which are more technology oriented, which require higher capital investment, so the margins here are definitely going to be much better, and they are going to be a sizable contributor to the revenue. So going forward on the margin side also, you will see a lot of improvement.
Spent out almost 6,000 odd crore of new business revenue which is coming in, plus your legacy business. So on this entire, improved top line, what will be a nice healthy margin, and all the efforts that you're taking on backward integration on a sustainable business? Are we talking about 12-13% margin, or it can go up to 15% margin? Where the profile of your margins also improve meaningfully the way your top line improves in the next 3 years?
So already we are at a 13% plus margin. If you look at our numbers this year, we are at 13%. So the idea is to definitely in the next 2 to 3 years to improve the margins by at least 2 or more basis points. That is what we are focusing on.
All right, Mr. Lohia, good luck and good show this quarter, and thanks very much for joining us. So clearly the business momentum appears very strong, as Mr. Lohia was saying, that it's not only a matter of good quarterly results, but the visibility of next 3 years is very strong. And of course, he was talking about all the initiatives being taken to capture that. But before we wrap out, let's also get in a list of the stocks which are doing very well in trade and all the triggers behind them with Ashish Shah. Ashish Shah?